Hello, this is David Thompson tuning in for the Living History Journal assignment. Today we're going to touch on points 6, 8, and 9. Today I'm interviewing my mother. Go ahead and say your name.
Claudette Thompson.
All right, Miss Thompson. Where did your family originally immigrate from and when?
From the island of Jamaica, we migrated to Houston in 1979.
What events did they witness and did they leave any evidence? Or what their lives and times were like?
As far as when we were in the islands,
Yes.
okay, when we left Jamaica, it was very politically unstable at the time, and that was one of the main factors why we migrated to the United States. The governments had changed from the reigning president, which was Norman Manley, to Edward Seaga, and there were talks of Cuba having a strong influence over Jamaica, and so anyone who owned property, had a significant amount of wealth, had difficulty leaving the island, but my family was very fortunate to get out.
That's nice. Uh, what are your family's legends, and is there supposedly anyone famous in your family?
Well, we have a variety. It depends on what you consider fame. I would say my grandmother, who lived beyond 100, was very famous. Famous for her kindness. She took in a lot of children in the islands, raised them. But as far as perhaps saying education-wise, we have family in Australia all the way to Asia, and their career consists of being judges, doctors, attorneys. So I can, if depends on what you would consider famous.
Okay. Did someone in your family have a special connection to an historic person or event? Was anybody involved in a special event or anything, or not really?
Not that I know of. I have to dig a little deeper in generation for that.
Okay. Is there supposed to be Native American blood in your family?
Oh yes, but coming from the islands, as most people who know our history, our motto is "Out of many, it's one nation." So my uh, paternal grandfather, his legacy goes all the way back to Germany. My grandmother, maternal grandmother, her legacy goes all the way back to being Caucasian. And then on my paternal side, they're East Indians. So there's quite a bit of mixture in there, including Chinese.
Okay, so we touched on point 6. Now we're gonna um, look at point 8. Examine the immigrant roots of your family. I know you touched on some of this already, but I'm gonna ask you the questions over. What brought your family to the United States, and were members of your family part of a mass immigration movement from another country?
Yes, we were a mass movement that migrated to various parts of the world. And again, the politics was one of the main reasons, as well as, in America, we were told it's the land of plenty. And so, education wise, we wanted to continue a legacy as far as being well educated. And although we grew up under the British colony and their influence, our we continued our education here in America.
Okay. What language was spoken in your family's country of origin, and how might that have affected their ability to live and succeed in the U.S.?
We spoke the Queen's English, so to speak. But there's a dialect, where we come from. It's called Patois, and it's mixed with English, French, and Spanish. But in the islands, we were educated both in English, French, and Spanish. So, but our primary language is English.
And do you speak that language?
Oh, I hope I am right now. Yes, I do speak English.
Is it important to you that your children know the language and your family's roots? If so, how will you transmit this to your children?
Oh, most definitely, and we do that on a daily basis. Always talking about our heritage, our music, the food we love. All that is transpired in their lives, by just teaching them about where we came from, the diversity in background. So I think we do that very well.
Are there any customs or traditions still practiced in your family that have their roots in your family's original country of origin?
Um, I would say yes. We have, like our independence. When we became independent back in 1962. And in Houston, we have a Jamaican association that we are very much a part of. Actually, one of our cousins is the president for that organization, and they help various students throughout the world, even on an education basis with scholarships. So we're pretty active in that. Yes.
Okay. So that we're done with number 8. Now we're gonna just talk about number 9. Where we're gonna get a little bit more personal and just talk about an oral history of your life and the times. Um, I chose you because I understand that you have been to many various different countries around the world. So I mean, if you could just speak on some of the experiences, um, or give like a brief oral history of just your life,
Okay, let's see.
and,
Shortly,
and let people know what you do. Like
okay.
why have you been so many places?
Okay. Shortly after we migrated to the United States, one of the careers I sorted after was being a flight attendant, and I got hired with American Airlines back in 1986. I was first based out of New York, where I spent 7 years. I then got married, gave birth to two beautiful children at the same time, twins, Chelsea and David Thompson. Um, my career has consisted of international flying, where I've seen countries such as Brazil, Argentina, various parts of the Caribbean, Japan, Seoul, Korea, Germany, Paris, my favorite, which is London, Italy, Switzerland, you name it. I've basically traveled the world. And I truly love the European culture. I understand it a lot more, mainly because I was brought up under that influence as far as my education is concerned. So I am very fascinated with their history. Um, when I go to places like Italy and I can see the Colosseum for myself, where most people have just read about it, it's almost like you see history coming back to life. So my job has provided that, and I must say that is one of the things that I enjoy most about my career. And I have been doing this for 27 years. Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Thompson. We appreciate you sharing your history with us and talking about your family's origins and stuff. And it was a really nice interview.
Thank you.